Hi, I'm Renee Hamilton, and you've just been committed. Welcome back to this week's episode of Committed. Today we will be interviewing 3 women and how they affect men's lives in the Oregon State Institute. Our first interviewee will be Nurse Ratched, who has been head nurse on the ward for 13 years. Let's see how the ward really works. Nurse Ratched, we're with the documentary on the Institute. Can we ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Can you describe a day in the ward for us?
Well, at 6:30 every morning, the ward is woken up with music. The patients are given their medication for the day and sent off to breakfast. During breakfast, we lock the dorm doors because we don't want the patients to sleep the whole day away. We encourage them to be very productive. We have things such as puzzles and board games and cards for them to do. There are 2 types of patients in the ward. There are the chronics, who are the patients that, despite any manner of time or medication, will not be deemed fit to return to society. And there are the acutes, who, with a certain amount of time and medication, will be released back into the wild.
How do you keep your patients in line?
Well, the patients aren't really that much of a problem. Although we do have group therapy sessions where we discuss their problems individually and have others comment on it. It helps to bring the patients closer together and help them realize that they can rely on others for help.
Do you ever feel your safety is in question?
Not really. While it is unpredictable for what they might do, they don't really act out. There was this one patient who, his name was, what was it? It was McMurphy. Randall Patrick McMurphy. He, one time, in a fit of rage, attacked me and attempted to choke me, but it's understandable. I mean, they're all here for a reason.
How do you feel being a dominant female in a male-driven world?
I don't feel that I am a dominant female. I think I'm just here to help these men through this vulnerable point in their lives, to help them nurse their wounds so that one day they will be deemed fit to return back into the wild. Oh, I'm sorry. I must go.
Thank you. I'm now on my way to interview one of the wives of the patients, Dale Harding. Mrs. Vera Harding is a frequent visitor to the ward. I believe this is Mrs. Harding. Let's go talk to her.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Renee Hamilton. I'm doing a documentary on the Institute, and I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, of course.
You're Mrs. Harding, or Mr. Harding's wife, right?
Yeah, I am.
Can you describe your relationship with your husband for me?
Oh, my relationship with him is amazing. He's just such a great friend and he's such a doll. He's always there at home cooking me dinner, and he helps me with shopping. He just carries my bags for me, and I love how he's so attentive to me.
How has your relationship changed since he's been in the ward?
It really hasn't. I mean, he's still the same person, and I'm kind of the same person, and he's just not the one who comes home with me anymore.
Do you ever get lonely being all by yourself?
Not at all. All of Dale's friends are so eager to come over and help me and just talk to me all the time, and they're so attentive, and I just love them.
Do you ever feel uncomfortable being around the other patients in the ward?
Oh no, the patients are just like Dale's friends. They always focus on me whenever I'm there. I just feel like the most beautiful girl in the world. And especially that McMurphy. Oh, when I saw him the other day, when Dale forgot to bring cigarettes for me, McMurphy gave me one of his, and that was the first time I'd met him. He's just so generous and kind. Oh, I really should be going now. Thank you, though.
Thank you. Last but not least, we have Candy Starr, a dear friend of one of the patients, Randall McMurphy. Let's see how she feels about having a friend that's committed. Candy?
1 second!
we're wondering if we could ask you a couple questions.
Documentary? Yeah, that's fine.
What's your connection to the ward?
The ward. Well, one of my oldest friends, Randall McMurphy, is a patient there. And he and I have been friends for a really long time. He's just really close to me. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Do you feel strange being an escort to the mentally ill?
Escort? Who told you I was an escort? Oh, no matter. What was the question?
Do you feel strange being an escort to the mentally ill?
No, the mentally ill. Well, I've actually grown closer to a lot of the patients, really close. And I've got to know them all at really different levels, and I've learned to love them all and just appreciate them for who they are, which is really good people. I've really, enjoyed servicing them.
Do you feel your profession helps men?
Oh, definitely. By all means. It helps them, with their sexuality, with their manhood.
We heard you had relations with one of the patients. How do you feel about his recent suicide?
Oh, Billy Bennett. Well, that's just a really sad story. I blame Nurse Batches entirely for it.
Candidate, let's go.
Coming! I have to go. Sorry.
Thank you. For women, it is clear to see how each plays a significant role in the men's lives. Tune in next week to see what happens when mental patients literally lose their mind. I'm Renee Hamilton. See you next week.
I don't even know what I look like. The chronics are the types of patients that...
Candy?
Yes?
We're wondering if we could ask you a couple questions.
Documentary? Sure.